When we last saw Elizabeth Ann, she was on the train headed to the dreaded Putneys.
I can't believe I'm on this train all by myself, and Francis should be with me,
thought Elizabeth Ann.
Get your things together. Your uncle said you were to get off at the next stop. This is Mr. Putney.
Thank you. We better be on our way. The women folk are waiting.
As they drove, Elizabeth Ann waited on Great Uncle Henry to ask her all about the trip. She thought it essential to be asked a great many times how you had stood the trip.
Here, I'll pump the gas and you go in and pay for it. I've got some figuring to do.
Elizabeth Ann had never paid for gas before. In fact, she had never done anything by herself. She let out a little yelp and looked to Uncle Henry, but he didn't seem to notice.
Hello, how can I help you?
I need to pay for gas.
What pump?
Elizabeth Ann started to panic. Then she remembered seeing the number 3 beside the pump.
3.
All right, that'll be $35.
Here you go,
said Elizabeth Ann. Something was happening. She was smiling. This was the first thing she had done by herself. As they drove up to the house, 2 women were waiting for them. The dark-haired one was tall and strong-looking. The white-haired one was very rosy and fat.
Well, father, you got her, I see,
said the dark-haired one.
Come on, Betsy, and get some supper.
I'm your Aunt Abigail, your mother's aunt, you know, and that's your cousin, Anne. It was your uncle, Henry, that brought you from town. I don't know if your Aunt Harriet ever happened to tell you about us, and so...
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She always talked about you. She talked about you a lot.
Well, that's a good thing. You know all about us then. Oh, there. Betsy. There is one of old Whitey's kittens that didn't get given away last summer, and she pesters the life out of me. I've got too much to do. When I heard you were coming, I thought you might want to take care of her for me.
Oh, you darling. What is its name, please?
Goodness, child. I stopped racking my brain for kitten names 60 years ago. Name it yourself. It's yours.
Oh, I have always wanted a kitten.
Wouldn't you like to give her some milk? There's milk in the fridge and her saucer is under the sink.
Here, Eleanor. You darling.
Well, folks, don't you think we've done some lively stepping around? Betsy and I. To get supper all on the table for you. You eat as much as you want. Betsy.
All she wanted. She had never heard of such a thing. After supper, Elizabeth Ann never knew what did happen after supper until she felt someone carrying her upstairs. It was Cousin Ann.
You went right to sleep with your head on the table. Guess you're pretty tired. We got the word about your coming so late that we didn't have time to fix you up a bedroom. The bed's big enough for 2. Mother, did you put Shep out?
No, I forgot. Do you know, I think it's going to be real nice. Having a little girl in the house again.
The tight knot in the little and wanted girl's heart was loosened.
Well, I hear your kitty crying outside the door. Shall I let her in? I expect she'd like to sleep with you. There's room for 3. There. Now we're ready for the night.
Inspired by the novel Understood Betsy by Dorothy Canfield. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.